remember being in my college classroom at LSU in a psychology course, and it was studying how rats in the cage, when they're depressed, they like shy away from the sunlight. And I'm remembering like my habits when I was younger, struggling with my own depression, own anxiety, how my circadian rhythm was so off, and how I just wanted to stay up all night and sleep during the day, and I didn't like the sunlight. And part of my getting back in my circadian rhythm, getting my health back, was getting out in the sun. And another fascinating thing is that vitamin D is involved in depression very heavily. It's also involved in literally any disease. Vitamin D is more like a hormone, so it plays a huge role in inflammation. We know that inflammation is a big role in all major mental health disorders. So, like getting out in the sun, like what is the sun doing that's helping us push away this depression? Depression doesn't like sunlight, you know. It's your babies, the cell. And someone asked me years ago, do I have to eat to start my metabolism, to make it move in the morning? And like, our metabolism's always going. It's always going, even at night, during the day. We don't have, like, we have control over our actions. Like, I came out here to enjoy the sun, but if I was inside and still asleep in bed, my metabolism would still be rolling, right? My heartbeat would still be beating, my respiratory rate would still be going, so we have control to a certain extent, but we also don't have control over a lot of things, and that would be like our autonomic nervous system, that part of the nervous system that's controlling our breathing rate, our heart rate, and everything like that. So when we go in the sun, we are breaking our fast, because the sunlight actually can go straight through our bodies. When you feel that heat go straight through your bodies, and it tickles your little mitochondria. So when we're doing this, we are breaking our fast. We're getting the cell to produce a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy just to sit in the sun and to take it in, and there's so many processes happening right now. It's like you're a beautiful biochemist. All you have to do is go sit in the sun, or you could slow down your breathing rate, or you could speed up your breathing rate, and you're doing biochemistry. You don't even need to go get a whole degree about it, because you are just born a biochemist. How beautiful is that? I think it's really beautiful. But so yeah, when you go in the sun, you're basically mimicking like eating, like, so put it in your diet. Put sunlight as a part of your diet, put it as part of your rituals. I remember when I first started getting into health, it's the rituals. How do you remember to exercise? How do you remember to go in the sunlight and to do these things? It's all your habits, all your rituals. So, start a routine, make your bed, go in the sun, put your feet on the ground, and remember, depression doesn't like sunlight. So if you start your day where you're filling your body with a lot of light, then you have a fighting chance. We're always going towards a depressive state in the body. Like, I think it's so fascinating to look at the growth of like an infant child through the adult life into older age. Like, we grow into insulin resistance, we grow into a depressive state. As we get older, we just naturally grow into depression, because depression is a depression in energy. So as we get older, we start to lose energy, and the cell doesn't function as well. We just don't have as much vibrancy. We all know this, but it's fascinating to see that, and it's fascinating to see how depression is sweeping the younger generations. It's fascinating to also see that dementia and Alzheimer's, which is diabetes type 3, a form of insulin resistance in the brain, is occurring for people at a younger and younger age. And actually, I was talking to somebody yesterday who said, and my brother, they said their brother had early onset Alzheimer's dementia in his 50s. So it's happening earlier and earlier. Dementia and Alzheimer's actually starts occurring decades prior to outward symptoms. So if you are in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, and you're having troubles with your hormones now, you're, kind of setting the stage for what you're going to inquire in your 50s, and stuff like that. So it's just good to know that, because a lot of people are just like, I don't care about my health, I'm going to die anyway. But Alzheimer's dementia is a very sad disease. Most people struggle with it for at least like 12 to 15 years. And it's hard on caretakers, and It's just a sad disease that's always touched my heart. So Dr. Mary Newport is a great resource for looking into more into Alzheimer's dementia. She talks about all nervous system diseases a lot with insulin resistance. She talks about the seed oils as well, how those toxic fats do not help our cellular function, because every single cell membrane has a lipid fat layer. So once you know this, getting fats in your diet becomes super, super important, especially for the brain. I stopped eating, like years ago, I stopped eating, prioritizing like my body, started prioritizing my brain, and this looked very different in the way that I was feeding. Like I was like, oh, my brain is a supercomputer. It takes 20 to 30% of the energy from my body every day. So if I'm especially doing a lot of reading and thinking, and if I'm doing a lot of scrolling and working with people, like I definitely need the energy. I need to provide my body and my brain with enough energy so that I don't hit this like lowness and emptiness middle of the day, which is what I struggled with when I was in college. I would just hit this like wall of emptiness, and would take a depression nap when I was younger. I would take a nap for a few hours when I was in school. So I don't do that anymore now. I understand that, when your body is craving, when you're having cravings for things, it's your body saying, I don't have enough nutrients. So make sure that you fill your body with light. Start early, start with the cycle, with the light cycle, and keep it simple, because it could be simple if you allow it to be. It's just a matter of your willingness. I will keep this simple. I will make my bed in the morning. I will sleep great at night. I will wake up and remember that I have enough time to do everything that I want to do. I have plenty of time, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. So good luck to you. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone has a good day if you're watching this. Stay towards the light. I wish you the best of luck. If I can help you in some way, please reach out. I have my email in the description. But as always, good luck.